everyone, and welcome to the 42nd episode of the series. In this episode, we're going to continue flattening an area out, expanding the ice rink, and start up a sheep breeding farm, but not finish it. First, I'm expanding the ice rink here by going back by one, and gonna have to fill in the water at some point. And I forgot a bucket, so I'm going to go grab that, grab some water twice, put dirt above the water to keep it from freezing before I need it to. At the moment, I want to flatten this area out a little bit more. And I'm making a infinite water source temporary right there, and making sure it doesn't freeze by having dirt above it. I will be needing the bucket later, so I'm going to leave it in there. And back to mining, forgetting that I don't have torches on hand. With this area here, about 52 blocks is when it usually is about daytime or gonna be daytime. So I'm just kind of mining this out. These are the longer tunnels. There's an area that would be shorter tunnels, and I'm starting the sheep farm here by marking the chunk out here. With cobblestone. Now I'm working on marking out where the breeder's gonna be. Since this area part is gonna be just cobblestone, I don't have to worry about the grass for the moment. That's gonna be just like the cow farm. Anyways, I'm putting cobblestone under the area where grass would be. Making sure not to dig up all the grass because I need the grass to spread to the area. Trying to get much of it done as I can. Now back to the strip mine. Ooh, diamonds. Cool. And I'm fixing up that one area because I don't need it to be open all the way to 100. And I'm making them into two little mine stair. I did finally move the one stove because it does not need to be there anymore. Made some fence for the sheep farm. Since I know where most of the building is supposed to be, I can put the fence in for the most part. Putting more cobblestone and then put the dirt back on top. And now making the area where the breeder is. And I have to wait for the grass to grow up in there. Put a torch up there so the grass can grow at the night time. Gotta be careful around the chickens, because I don't want them escaping, though they wouldn't go too far. Leaving the one spot open so I can get the sheep in. Putting torches down to put grass, let the grass grow. I'll deal with the sheep on the next day. Probably making some stone to make more stone bricks. Because I'd probably forgotten that I had stone bricks somewhere. Though I will be using all that stone brick up anyways eventually. I don't like walking on gravel, so I will fix that real quickly. I was working on this little area here. Now I'm putting stone brick around the base of the breeder here, except a couple areas because I'm trying to get the grass to grow. I probably should put some fence on this little area to keep the sheep from escaping. And now I'm fetching the sheep here. There should have been another brown sheep somewhere, but I don't know where it went off to. I'll worry about that later. Got the sheep locked in there. And now I made some carpet to get in and out of this easily. On both sides. Dealt with the sugar cane here, because it's fully grown. Put the carpet in the museum chest. I try to keep my inventory pretty empty for the most part. Unless it's items that I need for the project. I don't need any more fans, so I put them away. Back to the sheep farm. Now I have a brown carpet and brown wool to add to the museum. Now I'm filling in the ice rink. And hopefully it'll freeze quick enough. Oh, mention that. The snow might help with this. Because it seems to be freezing faster. I don't need that dirt there anymore, so I took it out and I made an infinite water source so I don't have to keep going to the river. Went back to flattening this area out. I can't do the next layer until the water is frozen here. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but whatever floats my damn boat. And I'm also clearing out trees that are in the way. Gotta empty out this inventory because I don't need all this stuff in here. I grabbed this to fix the one area here. Gotta remove a bunch of torches here. Now gotta fill this in because there's gonna be two separate tunnels here. Ran out of one material, so I gotta wait to fix it. I got some more of that material while digging up here. And now it looks better. I'm probably going to focus on making that ring here. The reason there's a ring in that particular area is because it's just outside a certain amount of chunks. And I go back a few to take account of my idea of building the base. Even though I might not end up doing it that way. I dealt with the farm here. The area is starting to look a lot better and not so daunting tasks to fill in. I'm probably going to end up spending the next few episodes just filling in this area a bit more. Until I get bored of it and want to do something else. I needed a place to put the wheat, so I put it there. And it wasn't exactly the best spot to put it because I need it for the cows. So I don't have to keep jumping the fence. I will move that later. Now back to the strip mine. And it looks like I'm making the area for the ring here. Going to the other direction. So I have at least some straight line of it. I'm just trying to focus to get to that certain point that I want here. I know I won't reach it completely yet. And filling in again. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat in the background. If you didn't hear her before, you probably hear her now. Anyways, I moved the chest for the wheat farm. I mean, not wheat farm, for the cow breeding farm. Just to make it easy. This chicken was tempting to eliminate. Meow. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Are you trying to say hi to everyone? Yeah? Meow. I'm glad my cat's not Siamese. Because I heard that Siamese cats are very noisy cats. Hey, come here. My cat just likes attention. A lot of attention. And also likes to be hugged and stuff. She also likes schedules. Because at 3 o'clock in the morning, every morning, she demands that I feed her wet food. And I don't mind it. She's old. She's set in her ways. And she's happy. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!